Okay, we are live. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are across the nation and around the world. This is Beyond the Veil, and today we are talking about Tule, Mexico, and the pyramids. And take your pick, Olmec, Toltec, Aztec, Inca, they're all connected, right? Okay, so I can't wait to get into this and find out what you guys have felt that is there, sensed that is there, or seen that is there. And then I'm going to show you what they found there. So, who wants to go first? Any volunteers?
I mean, I will, just to get it over with because I'm nervous.
All right, rip the Band-Aid off and do it.
Okay. So I've noticed with these shows, if I know absolutely nothing about the target and I just connect and get a bunch of weird stuff, I feel like it's easier. So watching the video was very hard for me. I broke it up into like 3 parts just because history is not my jam. So I was trying to get like intuitive hits throughout the week. And I started the video, and 3 minutes into it, I heard the word reset when it was talking about the burning of native documents. I also heard dueling civilizations. I feel like it's somehow connected to Tartaria, and I don't know really anything about Tartaria, like at all. Don't even know where that's supposed to be. Those giant stone figures that are supposed to be warriors, I feel like they're actually some type of ETs that humans used to believe were gods. Okay, then I asked to see the structure in ancient times. I see an arch at the top of the stairs, like where you got the top of the stairs, and then you've got the warrior statue thingies, and it looked like it was made out of gold. And then I saw what looked like vegetation or crops planted strategically in groups or like clusters. Not sure what the crops were, but I did see a lot of red. The pillars at the bottom that are now all different heights, they were the same size, and there was a roof over top of them. And then after I saw that, I went back to the video, and then the guy in the video says there was a roof over it. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, does that count as an intuitive hit? You know, like I don't know. I just felt weird, real weird about that.
It does.
Okay, cool. All right, then I saw a ceremony happening, like at the structure in like ancient times. I saw women and men, all with long hair, and they were wearing like white robes, kind of like what I would think about ancient Egypt. And it was daylight. Then I asked to see the place at night. It looked like different people. They were just men. They were wearing dark robes, and I felt a very sinister vibe, like they were doing something, dark and sinister. Um, During the day, I think it's used for normal things, wedding ceremonies, different things like that. But at night, it gets dark. And then I kept hearing during certain celestial, I can't say that word, but you know what I mean, events. I also feel like this was a very advanced civilization. I also get a feeling that it was using some type of advanced levitating technique to build or technology to build it. I think I got that for another one of our shows, but I don't remember which. I continued with the video, and when they mentioned the obsidian blades, I got full body chills. Like there's something special about that specific obsidian that was there. And then it was like the word copper was whispered in my ear. And that's what I got.
All right, very good. Very good.
I always love going first and getting over with.
Right? And you're going to be so blown away about how right you are.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, ladies, who wants to go next? Missy or Angela?
I'll do it.
All right. Gotta unmute.
Okay. So I really like couldn't focus on this one a whole lot with stuff going on, but I did get that they were a super race, or there was a super race there, which I think was maybe prior to them. Um, I also think that there was some type of cataclysm or something that happened, like a reset. Um, those buildings that were burnt, and the way the way they looked, it reminded me a lot of like some of the other things that we've went through and we've looked at, and how the rock is like they they have these buildings inside the rock, but then the rock looks like it's all melted around it. So it looks like there was like a volcanic. I think there was a volcanic cataclysm. They just disappeared. The civilization just disappeared, which I think it was pretty much instantaneously. I did see that, like the temples in the palace, and what else I got? Heard the word like Atlas, like the structures, the figurines that were on top of the building. I heard a Atlas, maybe like Atlantean Atlas, whatever. Um, I think that's about all I have. I do believe that they were in touch with aliens. I think they have a lot of alien technology in order to build the stuff that they build, or if it wasn't them, that it was the super race prior to them. I actually don't think they built those temples and stuff, but that's what I have today.
Okay, very good. And again, you're going to be amazed at how right you are. All right, Angela, let's have it.
Okay, hold on, let me see if like, yeah, can you hear me, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Inside the structure, there is a pyramid inside there. But the funny thing was that pyramid, it connects with another pyramid that is specific, I saw, underneath water, not far from there, in the Gulf of Mexico, close to Naranjo. And when you look it up on Google terrain, there is some sort of depression that you can see from Google Maps. Underneath there is a pyramid, and it's interesting because that pyramid that connects with the one that is underneath the structure there is not, it's like a black. And what I saw is that the pyramid that is underneath Tula, I actually draw it here. I don't know if you guys can see. No, this is not this here. No, this here. It's like it's not a regular pyramid. It's massive, but it has 4 sides instead than a regular pyramid. And the energy that puts out, that connects with the other one that is not far distance from there, if you look in the map. I get that it's like it regulates something on the earth, some sort of energy. And then after that, I saw quickly the face of John F. Kennedy connected. I don't know where that come up. Sorry, but I see that.
Interesting.
um, a lot of like portals holes, but they're not your average portal. It's like a spiral holes. And I don't know if anybody saw the movie Back to the Future, or you know the way how he entered, exactly like that. Some, but they are everywhere portals open and close, open and close. Some of them has white energy, some others have like a purple color, some others have blue color, all those colors. I also saw a triangle They has on each side of the triangle 3 lines. It's connected to there. And then I also heard that that is connected to the Bermuda Triangle. When I look it up on the map, actually the Bermuda Triangle is not crazy far away from there. So it didn't surprise me, but I also heard that it's also connected to almost every other place on earth that has that same particularity, including Egypt, including the other places in Peru and Guatemala and Mexico and whatever, in places that hasn't been found yet, they're all connected. The ETs, they were there with the civilization. For that civilization, it was like gods, but the relationship was pretty, I saw them pretty normal, like we humans here. But they were really big, like almost like giants. Pretty kind of good looking to say of. And it was okay. It was a really good relationship between the civilization that was there. They do have a lot of ancient high-end technology, a lot. That's why they flourished. That's why they made those massive things. That's why everything was cool, obviously. I understand why. Um, the Toltec warriors, they're there, the big sculptures there. If you look at the engravings, the engravings have geometric, sacred geometry codes embedded on the engravings. It's not just a simple statue. It's not. And the giants that they were there, I heard that eventually we kind of going to find out. It's like we're gonna understand that we come from some of them, including them. They haven't found everything that is in there yet. Eventually, they were gonna find some artifacts that is gonna be a high connected to human history, highly important artifacts, and I felt that's also going to connect the dots that those giants that I saw, those ETs that they were there, we have some probably of their DNA on us for some reason. That's what I got. Lots of traffic back and forth. But the interesting part was that the traffic was from Bermuda Triangle, Greenland, Antarctica, and all that stuff, coming to that pyramid that is underneath water and that is not far from there, because it's something to do. I didn't fully understand what is the fact that they go back and forth the traffic, because that pyramid connects with the pyramid that is underneath Tula. So there is a big connection there. But yeah, that's what I saw. Yeah.
Love it. So I want to just ask all of you, if you did see aliens, did you see any that were the elongated head or the cone head type alien here at this area?
I do hear that they were. Oh, so I do hear that there were more aliens around at some point, not at the same time of the giants. And one thing that I forgot, some of the totems, they had this elongated face. I saw the same thing in another thing that we did previously. I don't remember which one it was. The same face. So I'm assuming that that's also part of the thing.
Jen, were you going to say something too about that?
Yeah, I was just say, the beings I saw, they for the most part looked human, but they were also wearing robes, so they could have been humanoid aliens, but I didn't see anything that was definitely like, oh, okay, that was an alien. I just didn't see it.
Okay. Well, I asked for a very specific reason, because what I found it's not a new archaeological find. It actually started 10 years ago, but it just started surfacing last year in September of elongated skulls that were found there. And very cool artifacts that link Egypt and all of it together.
I didn't know
Right?
that.
Like, I'm talking like the mother lode of findings that I'm getting ready to show you. But they did like a facial reconstruction of one of the skeletons, of one of the skulls from what they know now as a 14-year-old girl. And she looks just like us.
Wow.
She looks very human in the face, right? A lot of times when we see these images of these skeletons with the elongated skull, we automatically assume they must have looked very alien, but they actually didn't. I mean, think about the Pharaoh of Egypt and the bloodline there, and how they had the elongated heads, but they looked very human, right? That's what this girl looked like. So, very interesting finds. So I'm just going to show the pictures on these videos. I'm not going to play the volume on them, just so that you can see some of the amazing artifacts that were found. And they were literally found within 100 yards or 100 feet of the Thule pyramids. Let's see if I can get this bigger. There we go. So this is when they first started digging. And interestingly enough, they were able to do this dig without any kind of government oversight, because the government does not want to accept the elongated heads and stuff that they found here. They think it must be some kind of a hoax. But they've had carbon dating on these things showing that they are quite old, like tens of thousands of years old.
Oh, wow. Look at that pyramid. It has a serpent on it.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I think these things were all in this one area as a time capsule, similar to like the Anasazi in, what is it, New Mexico. Also have a time capsule they found there. And on Anasazi have what they call the wing makers, who left a message that said they have 7 time capsules buried around the world that will come to light when it's time for the great awakening of consciousness to occur, so that we can learn our true history and our true family's
Oh my God.
lineage. And a lot of these skulls and things that they are pulling out of here, once they clean them up, they discover that they're actually crystal skulls. And there's a lot of incredible technology that still works to this day in a lot of these things that they found. So I just wanted to share, that's a sarcophagus of a child, a mummified child,
Okay.
who must have been royalty. But they have many, many carvings and depictions that are very Egyptian looking. And they also have the elongated skull people included in these Egyptian looking things. And to me, this is proof that the Egyptian people cannot claim the pyramids at Giza and other places as their people's building, because this was worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking pyramids, obelisks, solar and moon tracking, Greek key symbolism, sacred geometry, and even piezoelectric stones that were used for building and technology that we are finding worldwide.
Wow.
This goes all the way from the original builders of Egypt and Greece to the enigmatic Basque people, the Anasazi and the Hopi of North America, and the mound builders of Illinois, all connected. The Inca, the Aztec, the Olmec, the Toltec, the Mayan of South America. All of these people are related and connected, Russia included, Japan, all across Asia, literally all over the world. And yes, Angela, even the remnants of the Bermuda Triangle. Because I feel like all of this is going to prove that this was actually Atlantean technology. Now, I
Okay.
just want to go next
That's
to,
wow.
as we talk, I want to show you I think this is the video that has all of them cleaned up, where you can see them in their glory. Let me.
Oh wow.
Wow.
But those some of them looks like grays.
Yeah, some of it looks like grays.
Like that. Mhm.
If I can get this to cooperate, I want to change the speed on it.
Oh, because it's okay. Is that on YouTube?
Yes, and I'm going to share the links after we're done with the show. Now, hold on a minute. Let me see if I can get this. I can't get to the rest of my controls. Come on, get out. You crazy cracker. There is. There we go. Okay. Now let me go back in and show it again. There we go. And we can just watch this as we talk. So this actually, I mean, I feel like this is going to be our real smoking gun evidence that it is all connected. So, and like literally everything that you all have talked about, they have found there. They have found the technology from an ancient civilization. They have found beautiful obsidian and copper stuff there and gold. They have evidence that this was a super race. They have evidence that this was a reset because all of that dirt that they're cleaning away is volcanic ash, which is the same thing we find in the Grand Canyon,
Mhm.
in Illinois, like literally all over the place. It's like a bunch of volcanoes all went off at the same time, and that was the cause of this particular era's reset. They did indeed use these things to regulate energy that was connected to the earth and to portals because, Angela, they found a Stargate here. They actually found a Stargate that I hope they show in this particular clip. I'm
It makes sense.
going to try to bypass some of the dig part so that you can see some of the beautiful stuff that they have.
That's
I mean,
amazing.
Wow.
the every one of the skulls that they pull out that are like the crystal skulls have this amazing tattoo art type
Mhm.
artistry on them. These are the skeletons of the infants. Those are molds. Those are molds that they made
Mhm.
of the skeletons. He's just showing that he had all of it shipped from Mexico to the US where he lives. This man spent millions of dollars
Wow.
to get this stuff back across custom lines.
Whoa.
Isn't that
Wow.
incredible? Absolutely incredible. The stuff they have found there is just mind-blowing to me. And it's, I mean, it is real skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible. So yes, Missy, Atlantean, Atlas, Jennifer, Tartarian, and definitely all of the roofs were there at one time for
Mm-hmm.
all of those pillars, much like the Parthenon in Greece and in
Mhm.
Nashville, Tennessee. The statues, the detailing, it all reminds us of the Greek key and the sacred geometry that's in everything. It's like literally every religion around the world, there are pieces of those religions within all of what they find in this dig.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. It's really, really, really incredible. So I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit more, because somewhere in here is this great big room full of all of it. Once they pull it all out, there's one of the beautiful vases they found. But even some of these cool pots and vases and cups that they find have a lid to them that when you connect them, they do things
That's Horus.
electronically.
Huh.
Yeah,
That's Horus.
that's Horus. Yes.
And that's what I saw. That you
Yeah.
see the rays come out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Isn't that incredible?
Anubis. Oh wow.
I mean, they truly found the mother lode here. And the Mexican government doesn't give two shits about it, and neither does the American government. And some of it is like for real technology that still works.
Wow.
It's incredible. They found a clock,
Huh.
an old ancient clock. So this guy is I forget what his YouTube's name is, but I'm gonna show you here in a minute. I just want to show you some more of these cool artifacts.
That's
That's a crystal ball inside that
uh-huh.
cup. That's the heart. That's the chamber
Uh-huh.
of the heart
Uh-huh.
sitting in the top of that one.
Wow.
Mm.
Incredible.
Some of these glow in the dark. Some of these, when you put the crystal into the little statue, it activates it and makes it do strange anti-gravitational properties where they'll levitate or they'll glow or they'll turn. So they definitely had working knowledge of magnetics and the wires. And some of the stuff that they've ran through X-ray, you can see wires inside of them too. Now you see here, he's pulling out a sphere. That's part of the Stargate that they found.
Mm-hmm.
And they found three great big, well, not great big, but spheres the size of a soccer ball or bigger that have the exact same artifacts on it as the Boogosphere. That's no coincidence. There's an obelisk,
Mm-hmm.
two obelisks.
Two obelisks.
And that's where they're getting ready to dig out the entire Stargate. It was inside of this sacred room.
Oh my God, look at the triangle. Oh my God.
Details of space. We've got Saturn on there.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
The UFO.
Yeah, really incredible. Now, I have another one that I want to show you as well. Let me get these closed out. call this one an ancient angel. And Alien Carvings is the guy's name. Everybody needs to go check out his channel.
Mm.
Let me get to it. And he said this goes down like 3 or 4 more levels at least that they haven't even scratched the surface of yet. So this
Whoa.
is actually a pretty huge area. And it's literally right next to Thule pyramids. I don't understand why nobody wants to acknowledge it as part of the artifacts. I guess because it would take away from their
Narrative.
their narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, their narrative is going to collapse.
Yeah.
Pretty soon.
Yeah.
Thank God.
We're going to speed it up.
That one still works as well.
Oh,
See, it has glow in the dark properties to it,
Mm-hmm.
looks like some kryptonite.
right?
Yeah.
Like very, very cool stuff that they're finding here. Okay. So lots of evidence to show. Did I show you this one? This one's 5 minutes. This might be the one that had the really great cleaned up images. Oh, this is the one that shows the big Stargate. Hold on. Let me do a share screen. I knew there was a reason I saved that one. Get all my stuff to work. See, it's like literally built into the wall
Mm-hmm.
with beautiful inscription all the way around it. And it's huge. This is the real, like, this is the real Stargate.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
I know.
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to just go there and touch it. I want to go touch it.
Touch it, feel it.
Whoa, that's big.
Yeah.
I mean, I am like mind blown from what I found. And I'm like, dude, this is so totally our evidence,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Of all of it being connected, every bit of it being freaking connected. So I'm gonna quit talking and let y'all talk for a minute. What are your thoughts on it now?
Damn, we're good. I mean,
Right?
That's incredible.
yeah.
And all of us that are drawn to things like this, there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Because they found things like this there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, mine don't have no elongated head carved on it, but hey, it called
Yeah.
to me for a reason, right? Because that's in our DNA. And I think you're right, Angela. I think we're going to learn that this is part of our DNA. This is Atlantean. This is like hell. I would even be willing to wager that this is like Noah's bloodline, right? This is why Noah was
Exactly.
spared from the catastrophe of that era, because he's of that bloodline that has this knowledge. It's in us.
Yes,
And
it
now
is.
we are the ones that rise again to awaken that knowledge.
100%. It makes sense, everything that I saw, actually.
Right?
everything. So
Yeah.
even saw the triangle there, and I'm thinking, why are you showing me this triangle? Why are you talking to me about Egypt? Because it was some of the stuff keeps coming back, and I'm thinking, okay, nothing else. No, I'm gonna show you more of this.
Hmm.
So that makes sense.
And you seeing JFK Jr. again is very intriguing to me.
It wasn't the
And you-
junior. It was the president that was killed.
Senior?
the president, JFK.
Mhm.
Oh,
So I wonder if he knew that. I wonder if he knew about that because allegedly, I don't know if you know this or not, but allegedly, the reason they wanted to get rid of him and shut him up is
Mhm.
because he was going to tell the truth
Yes,
about
yes.
UFOs and their connection.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I check. He never went there to visit the area. He obviously went to Mexico. But when I read that he did visit Mexico, I was thinking, what about somebody tell him something there? Because that was when I started to do the remote viewing for Tula. And it was actually, if I found the picture that they showed me, is in the online in the internet, because I see that picture of his face before where he's looking up smiling. That's the picture that they showed me. It was pretty clear to me, but I'm assuming that's that he knew about a lot of this stuff, because otherwise why they have to show me that? It was like telling me he knew about all of this. It's like like a confirmation. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, definitely. Like a confirmation. I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Yeah, I think people are going to be amazed at how much it's all connected. Like everybody thinks it's all separate, from this
No.
nation to that nation,
No.
civilization for civilization, but it's all one. We are
It's
all
all
one people.
Yep.
100%. Well said. Yeah, I
Yep.
agree with that. We're all one people. We are who we've been waiting for, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Like now it finally fully fits for me why that was a phrase that I was always supposed to remember. We are who we've been waiting for.
Mhm.
Totally makes sense now.
I
'Cause
can't wait
we
until
are.
more stuff come out.
I know. I'm so excited. And I'm that's why I'm so excited about Trump saying, let's release everything that all of the
Yes.
departments have on this, because it's not just about UFOs and aliens coming
No.
here. I feel like this is going to be really a way to show how we are connected to them and why they come here so much,
Yeah.
as well as some
Mhm.
other ugly, nefarious stuff that's been going on.
Right.
Because I think it's gonna fill in the blanks for everybody that doesn't believe in those Lizzie people too.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah,
And it's
because
so
satanic
soon.
worship and Lizzie people go hand in hand.
Yep.
And even with
also,
everything new that's come out about the files, there's still so many people who just don't freaking care. They're in their own world and they just don't care. And I thought for sure that would shake them up, but it didn't. So it needs to be amped up a little bit. Bring on the freaking aliens. Something like get these people's head out of their ass so they care.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of that, I mean, again, back to the whole satanic worship equals reptilians stuff. There's some shit that's going to come out that's going to blow people's mind. And for everybody that thinks that Trump releasing UFO files is something to deflect away from Epstein, they have a rude awakening coming when they realize just how connected that shit is.
yes, it is. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. And I don't know what people is going to do. It's a little bit. It's gonna be times that we're gonna see a lot of things on people, because people think, because I live here, I'm different than you because because you live in another country. No, we are the same. We share basically at the end the same DNA because of them. And what are you gonna do with the information? Because eventually it's gonna come out. This year it's gonna come out, and it's gonna be either way, or you embrace it or you reject it, and then you deal with your rejection because it's gonna be right on your face.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that the truths are going to be so strong and evident that they'll have no choice
Yeah.
but to deal with it.
But honestly, I feel like with just what I'm seeing in my own world, unless we get that EBS that Q was talking about and see military tribunals, there's certain people that are just, they don't watch any type of news, not regular news, not alternative media. They turn around and walk away when other people are discussing this type of stuff. They just don't
They don't want to
fucking
hear.
care. It needs the EBS going off on everybody's phone to get everybody to wake the fuck up. Cause
Yeah.
I'm pissed. Like
Yeah,
I'm livid.
I
But
know.
even, but even
But
so, some of
it's
them will
coming.
say no.
I know.
It's coming. And whether we have the EBS or not, they're definitely going to know about these trials that have been happening.
Yeah.
That's not something they can put out in the public right now. You know, you've
Mm-mm.
got sealed
They-
documents, sealed indictments, that stuff can't come out to the public until the trial is complete and the
Yeah.
judgment's been set and all of that. So, and we're already seeing little drips of that right now,
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
you know.
They
So it's
get
coming.
one shot at this. It's gotta be done the right way. And I'm patient. There's just a few people that just don't care. And I'm like, how can you not? But smile.
I think they just don't understand the depth and the scope of it. But when they do, everybody's gonna care, because at the end of the day, it's about the kids.
Yeah.
It's all about the children. It's about our
Yeah.
future. It's about our past. It's about our present. It's about the
Yeah.
children.
It is.
And how do we move forward healed and moving truly into the age of Aquarius and the age of light, you know, knowing our true power. That's the whole
Yeah.
reason I'm doing church now, because
Yeah.
I want people to know the truths of
Yes.
how we got here, where we're at, and what we can do with it to move forward. Yeah.
Interesting
Um,
times.
very, very interesting times. Okay, does anybody have anything to say in closing then, as um a note or a message to the public for hope for what we're going to find and do?
The best
Just,
is yet to come.
just
I think
embrace the
everybody
changes.
can stay open-minded.
Yeah.
Embrace
I
the
love all of that.
changes.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. All right, ladies, very good as usual. Next week, we're going to revisit some of the locations that we have covered in past remote views. And we're going to begin with Göbekli Tepe in Turkey,
I never did
because
that one before.
we did that one. Anatolia.
No, I wasn't on the show yet.
Oh, were you not on the show yet? Okay, well, that's all right. That's all right. We're going to revisit that. I'm going to share the link to that video in our group, just so you can rewatch it
Okay.
beforehand.
Yeah.
And next week, I'm going to show you the things that I have found that are new archaeological digs there that back up not only what we saw when we remote viewed Anatolia, but also how it is a very big find, just like this one was with Tule, and shows those connections and those dots, making very clear and distinct lines. So I'm excited to do next week. So you can take a break from your remote viewing. you don't,
Well,
you don't have to try to work that in.
I gotta work next week.
Okay.
So we'll talk about how to best move forward.
Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, we're just going to do a recap. So
Okay.
it's not like we need your remote viewing eyes
Okay.
on the topic, but we'll miss you just the same.
Well, hopefully work will be slow during that time and I can be in the chat.
Yeah.
I'll at least have it
Ah.
playing, but whether or not I'm able to watch and chat is a different story.
Yeah. That's understandable.
Okay.
All right, ladies, thank you very much. And thank you for tuning in and watching Beyond the Veil. We'll see you again next week.